If you want to say you're Mr. Mackey, that'd be great.
Where would you like me to be looking?
Oh, this is the focal point.
That's the focal point? Okay.
Beautiful. All right. Are we good? Can you just clap to calibrate stuff? Awesome. Getting started.
Okay.
So what's one thing we don't know about you?
One thing you don't know about me? That's a great question.
I don't know what you guys know about me. You don't know a lot of things about me.
Does it have to be interesting?
I spent a summer in a tent one time doing summer stock theater.
Well, fun fact, I guess, I once announced a professional wrestling match.
I really like grape soda.
I actually love teaching at my old high school, and I love my job, even though I would never admit that publicly to my current students.
I lived in Venezuela as a child.
I don't like green peppers.
I collect pocket notebooks of limited edition variety. It's a whole subculture on the internet. It's true. It's really true. Look it up.
What's your favorite pocket notebook?
Field Notes brand. Check my IG. It's lit. Yeah.
Please tell me.
This is the pitch black edition, which is not the limited edition. Based on night sky.
What is one of your hidden talents?
I can play, this is true, I can play Beethoven's Ode to Joy on the harmonica with my nose.
I think I'm a good singer, but when I try to sing at home, my wife goes in the other room.
Well, it's been a while since I've been asked this question, but I am a great baker, won baking contests.
I like to cook. I'm a decent cook, and I'm an all right golfer.
What's one of your hidden talents?
My hidden talent? Boy, I don't know. I can extemporize puns on any subject.
I can roll my tongue.
One of my hidden talents, and you're not going to get me to show it, is I can actually freestyle a little bit, but you are not going to get me to show it.
The fools down in E-Wing trying to get in my grill think they got legitimacy, but I know they never will. Can't mess with the best, I will put you to the test. When your grade looks too low, I will curb it with the rest.
Oh! But you are not going to get me to show it.
What is your most embarrassing nickname?
Oh, I can't tell you.
Pass.
Well, pejorative ones you could probably find by asking your friends.
In college, I was called Binkley.
Aldog. Pia.
When I was in high school, I was given the name Moon. Figure it out for yourself.
My dad used to call me Elrod, and he'd say, "Ain't that right, Elrod?" Hey, yup. Yes, there you go.
Every spell checker always calls me Herringbone. So I just have to live with that every time I type my name in and it says, "That's not right, you're Herringbone."
Well, my daughters call me the General.
Beef jerky, of course, was classic, but my brother was especially good at them. He first called me Barbasol, and that turned into Barbie and all sorts of things along the way. Yeah. At one point, even, my name was Abdul Sant Rahman Rauf, and I don't even know why.
Well, I have several. There was Kelly Cow. That was in elementary school. Then it went to Moose. That's through high school, and then afterwards it was Sue Squatch. So you can pick one.
Lee the P.
I actually can't do this. They say there are no stupid questions, but what's the most stupid question a student has ever asked you?
The question that I have just explained the answer to, not 15 seconds before.
So say 7.6 and 7.5. Are those like the same thing?
I guess I just get tired of being asked to go to the bathroom.
Do you work here?
Yep, do you work here? Yeah, that's one.
Do I need my marching drum to march tomorrow?
Is this due tomorrow?
Do I have to put my name on that?
Is this going to be graded?
Wait, what are we supposed to do?
Do I have to print this?
Why do you have a beard?
What happens after you have a baby and you stand up? Like, is your stomach like snap back, or is it just hanging there on the floor?
How do you control your emotions when the class is driving you nuts?
Breathe. A lot of deep breaths.
Take deep breaths. I just take deep breaths.
Take a deep breath and try to redirect the conversation.
Well, you can laugh or you can cry.
I have sort of this little voice inside that sort of calms me, and I count a little bit, and I try to get my composure, and then I try to think of potentially funny ways out of it.
I just need to go find a quiet space for a little bit. I think that's kind of very helpful.
I think there was once early in the fall where I actually threw a marker at my clock.
I've learned to just take a deep breath, and there's only one thing in this world you can control, and that's yourself. So that's what I do.
I try to nod and listen and try to move it along. Say, okay, oh, someone's calling or someone's coming, I have to go.
There's an underlying absurdity to this job, and I can usually tap into that when I need to.
I don't. I go apeshit.
Why don't you accept bribes?
Why don't I accept bribes? I'm scared constantly every day that I wake up and come into this job that I'm gonna get fired for something that I do, and I feel like bribery is against the rules.
I haven't been offered a good enough one yet.
I really believe in equity, and I work really hard to be fair.
Unfair, unjust, unethical.
What's your favorite memory of teaching our class?
So many memories of teaching your class. Just being in the classroom with you guys.
Just how fun you guys are. You're fun, you're interesting, you're also smart and talented.
Oh boy, my favorite memory of teaching seniors. When they left. Just kidding. No, the senior class had a lot of really high-level intellects, and I think Western Heritage, we had some heavy hitters that had some really, really interesting and rewarding conversations.
The amount of really nice, truly nice people, good people, caring people, who treat each other well and who want to make the world a better place.
When Isis stood up to sing at a talent show, and she got nervous and she kind of tapered away and stopped right after she had started, and someone from the senior junior section, so if you guys weren't seniors, you were juniors, so I know this is in your time period, a guy yelled, "You've got this, Isis," and she sort of collected herself and she started over, and I was just so blown away by that. I thought, you know what, I'm really proud to work in this school. That was just really great.
I had one throw a cup of coffee at me this year. That was a magic moment.
I would say your senior prank. That was good.
Yeah, that was
As
great.
a tribute was beautiful.
In
I
fact,
thought it was really-
Guy loved it because the green matched his shoes. So.
Yeah.
What's one thing you wish you had done differently in college?
My first year of college was a lot of fun. Don't have so much fun.
I can't talk about some things I wish I would do differently.
I wish I'd taken the whole thing a lot more seriously.
Went to more classes. I skipped way too many classes. Seriously, that's a big deal.
Studied more my freshman year. That was, figuring out the balance was tricky.
Branched more outside of the humanities academically.
I wish I'd studied abroad. I didn't do that. I wish I'd studied more in general.
There's no way around it in some ways, but like pulling on all-nighters is not helpful.
How intense the party scene was, because I had never really been to a party coming from Bridport, Vermont, where things are pretty quiet other than, you know, the typical like go out in a field and have a bonfire. I wish I had known how to navigate that better because it was kind of a shock to my system.
About 10 years after college, it occurred to me that I should only do things that I'd be happy to tell my mom about. That if I could share them with my mom, then that would be an okay thing to do.
I don't think you have to be grown up by the time you're 22.
What's your favorite MUHS sports team?
I don't have a favorite sports team.
Do you have a favorite child?
Of mine? Oh, hell no.
Lies on both, I see. What's your favorite student quote?
I have a mustache, I can do whatever I want. When the student wrote down that H2SO3 is sulfurious acid, components of the water cycle, participation, perspiration, anticipation.
Where would you rank Boss Baby amongst the existing titles in the Star Wars cinematic universe?
Boss Baby's not in the Star Wars cinematic universe, to my knowledge.
It's not.
I don't think so. But actually, the Star Wars cinematic universe is kind of garbage, so number one.
What would it take for you to willingly let a kid use tape on a project in physics?
Let's see. Labeling something? I think it was fine when we had scotch and masking tape, but as soon as duct tape was, I think that's when our civilization started to nosedive.
Ben, why do you hate Mamma Mia?
Awful singing and awful acting.
Would Lee Freeman editorialize?
Would I? Yeah, frequently.
Ms. Gibson, how often do you get hit on by students?
I'm too socially awkward to recognize flirting, so I can't answer that question. But that's very flattering.
Do you ever take your shirt off?
I do, just never in public.
What advice do you have for the graduating seniors?
Go out and make the world a better place. Have fun doing it. Don't get stuck in a career. Find something you love and do it well.
Be kind. Make other people's lives better.
If you get a chance to just go live life for a little while, do that too.
You guys are going to have to fight to fix this world, and we're counting on you to do it.
And find someone whose advice you feel you can take in spiritual matters, in your art, in your work, in your personal life, whatever. Find gurus. Choose them carefully, but find gurus.
Go to everything. So, like ice cream socials and meetings and friends invite you to go, like, go to everything.
Don't wait. Take care of things now. There's this thing that there's always tomorrow, but if you keep putting off everything till tomorrow, you'll never get it done. So just grab the bull by the horns and go for it.
Have a great time, because
Don't-
it goes by way too
Oh,
quick.
it does. And and don't run on emotion. I see a
Yeah.
lot of that now, and no,
Stay out of the drama.
stay out of the drama. That's a huge
Yeah.
thing I see more and more, and it's sad to see that. Yeah, you gotta sit back and you gotta think things through. Just
Get the most out of it.
yeah, and nothing is as bad as it seems.
Whatever you're doing, do it with gusto. Be passionate about what you're doing. If you're doing something that's not doing it for you, find something else.
One of my favorite expressions is carpe diem. And I think sometimes we forget, we get so caught up with everything going on in the big picture that to seize the moment of any given day and to appreciate that and not to let the little details overwhelm you and not to stress as much.
Care less about what people think of you and have fun.
Challenge yourself. Don't be content with who you are right now. Challenge yourself to be the person you think you want to be.
Take advantage of all the experiences that you have. There are so many wonderful opportunities out there, whether it's working or traveling or taking really cool classes, but remembering the big picture and trying to have fun while doing it and forming positive relationships.
I think that at each age of your life, there's kind of a sweet spot where you can ask yourself, am I doing this age pretty well? And I think that to me should be the goal rather than, and everyone's going to have their own goals, but rather than be, oh, I'm advancing to this all the time. I think it's interesting to ask, am I living this age well? Because you're always going to have a chance to be older. You're never going to have a chance to be where you are right now again.
I would consider that the chief contributive aspect to our current state of being is also a highly crucial matter assiduously to hold within our psyches as a harbinger of future well-being and fortune, namely the indispensable virtue of fraternity. By fortifying our attention to said virtue, it thus follows that our forthcoming endeavors shall be of like quality to those which have proceeded today for good or ill. In so consolidating all corporal agents in pursuit of companionship, there is no doubt that we shall all face the imposing might of the abyss of the future with elegance and strength together.
I just want to let you know that I'm proud of all of you, and to see you Saturday is the highlight of our year. You know, it's just like having your own kid graduate every year.
Yeah,
It's great.
It is.
It's awesome.
It's a privilege.
Yes.
For us to watch you walk through as freshmen
Yeah.
that we dread to
Yeah.
the seniors
Yeah.
that we hate to see go out the door.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
it is an honor.
It is an honor. It's a good feeling.